No, we've done this 3 times with different bikes.
What?
We've done this plenty of times here with different bikes.
No one saw you doing it.
Huh?
No one saw you doing it then. Because I would hope that my officers saw you doing it. They give you a ticket.
What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video of ADR Rush Team. Now we got Mr. ADR Rush Team, and Kobe. Kobe will be in the video later on. Right now we're just showing us. Now in today's video, we are going to be doing a showcase of a, drum rolls please, boom, 2022 GSX-R 1000R. I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name, check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change, possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints, money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name, all our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy, think that it was meant to be, living in a time where disease is on every screen. I won't let them fester me, I know most are festering. Negativity is a plague for the mentally weak, no mercy, all I got is working, never stop searching, never quench the thirsty. I'm toxic and psychotic, with this logic, you can't stop it. It's been chronic since I was a boy, so neurotic and chaotic. I'm built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em. If you take off the cast, you can see all the healing. If the pain's in the past, move on from the grave and put your foot on the gas. No, never stop competing, yeah. I've been doing this, I'm on it. I just wanna be iconic. Sipping on a gin and tonic, got me going off when I'm on this topic, yeah. If I ever play, I want it. You know that I'm always honest. Stay away from those who are toxic. Keep them out your face, no way, you don't want them, yeah. Don't try to drain my energy. The enemy is everything. It's mentally, unhealthily, spreading like a rare disease. But I won't let it get to me. I don't need your therapy. I can leave a legacy of leading by intensity. Come on, we can fight this. Freedom is priceless. Spread just like a virus. Living in a crisis. Do you feel courageous? Do you seek greatness? Trust me, you can take it. Go on and take your aim. I'm built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em. If you take off the gas, you can see all the healing. If the pain's in the past, move on from the grave and put your foot on the gas. No, never stop competing, yeah.
We are back, and we pretty much had technical difficulties making this video, so we're at it again. So basically, the first thing I want to talk about this bike is the height. I'm 5'9", and this bike, for people around 5'8", 5'9", this bike is pretty good. You know, you're standing on the bike. You're sitting, but with your foot down, and your feet are not on your tippy toes, but your toes are touching the ground flat. Compared to other competitors, I've tried other competitors sat on other bikes, and in my opinion, the other competitors' feel a tad taller than this one. You're basically, if you're my height, you're basically gonna be on your tippy toes, like ballerina type tippy toe type stuff. I don't feel that on this bike, so I like that about this bike. It's tall, but it's not too tall. Make sure I'm recording. So that's a good thing. So guys, if you're 5'8", 5'9", and you're looking for a 1000 that's not too tall, the Suzuki did an excellent job accommodating people this height. So moving on. Now let's talk about the quick shifter. The quick shifter, this bike is the 1000R. It does come with a quick shifter. Now on the other hand, the basic model does not come with a quick shifter, does not come with the shower shocks, and does not have this beautiful paint job. It has a different paint scheme on it, but let's go bring it back to the quick shifter. The quick shifter is very smooth, very smooth. I gotta adjust this mirror, which we'll talk about in a minute. The quick shifter is very smooth. You could adjust the quick shifter in the settings. I'll have Angel explain that to you in a bit. The thing that I noticed about this quick shifter, you can't adjust the settings from 1 through 10, from a softer shift or a harder shift. So that's one thing I do like about this quick shifter. The only thing I don't like, it's not that I don't like, it just seems a little weird. When you downshift, it feels like it has a longer travel when downshifting. But I might be wrong. It's just probably something that I have to get accustomed to, or Angel has to get accustomed to. So this is the only thing, the only issue I have with the quick shifter, that the downshift feels a little bit more travel on it. Now let's talk about the brakes. Suzuki implemented ABS braking on this bike, so the stopping power, it has Brembo brakes, so the stopping power is strong, very strong. I like the stopping power on this. It's just wicked, you know, for a bike of such power and performance. Does require better stopping power, so Suzuki did a great job with that. So let's move on to the mirrors. I really like these slick mirrors. I really like these slick mirrors. I like that slim contourness of the mirrors. I think they look nice on the bike. They complement the bike, which is important when you're designing a bike, making stuff that complements it. Look at this quick shifter. So now this bike is very nimble. It's very nimble. It feels like as nimble as a 600. It's crazy to say that. I hear people saying, oh, you can't turn on a 1000 the way you can turn on a 600. But dude, look at this. I mean, I can handle this baby like I can handle a 600. We're gonna hit that curve right there, and I'm gonna go to a different curves to try it out, but let's try this one out. I gotta be careful here because it becomes a sharp right turn, and that's a dangerous turn right here. My buddy Steve flipped right here. He came in too hot. He hit the curb and he flipped. Oh man, this bike handles good. I gotta be careful. These tires are still new, so I'm not gonna go too crazy. But I'm gonna turn around. I'm gonna take it to this one spot where there's some really nice turns. Yeah, we live in Florida. You ain't gonna find a lot of turns around here, but it's mainly straight. But you will find some if you look for them. A lot of my good friends, riders, they have introduced me to a few. But yeah, this thing handles pretty well. All right, so let's move on to the topic. Let's move on to another topic. The windscreen. I feel that Suzuki did a good job selecting the perfect tint for this bike, and this is why. If you're tucked down and you're at night and you have a dark tint and you're trying to be aerodynamic, you're going to be looking through the screen. At nighttime, man, I gotta get used to these controls when my high beams are on. How do I turn these high beams off? Oh, right here. All right, so at nighttime, you want to be able to look through it and not be in a wreck. All right, here's the turn right here. I like this turn. Look at that. Nice. This thing handles pretty good. I'm not trying to push it because it does have new tires. But yeah, like I was saying, I'm glad they didn't do the clear white because the clear white just looks bland. And I'm glad they didn't do the dark smoke because the dark smoke at night you can't really tuck in a race position. So basically it just creates a hazard if you're trying to be aerodynamic at night and you got a dark windscreen. So I think Suzuki did a great job selecting this light tint, and I like it. I think I'm gonna add one of these to the 600, this light tint. So look at this. So anyhow, we're gonna go ahead and find a couple of more curves and then park somewhere so I can show you and explain a little bit more about the bike. All right, so this bike, when it was purchased with 0 miles. As you see right now, we have put 195. I haven't ridden this bike too much. This is my second time riding this bike. Yeah, Angel's breaking it in. I've been too busy working on the 600s, but we have big plans for those bikes, and later down the road we're gonna pretty much do a video and tell you what's our next step as far as this bike. So, you know, guys, stay tuned for this. It's something I look forward to. We like to make good content, fun content, you know, educational content. Man, this thing moves. I'm trying to find a spot around here where we got some nice turns. Is it this one? Nope. Alright, so that's a spot over there that has turns. Another rider, another fellow brother, another brother from another mother. So let's go seek this spot. A lot of riders gonna be out today, a lot of people from my group, but I'm trying to ride solo because no one in the group has seen this bike, and I want to keep it that way until we reveal this bike, this beautiful, glorious bike. Right, so I think I found the spot. I'm not sure. past the turnpike? Is it before the turnpike? I don't know. Hopefully I don't run out of battery when it... Yo, that's freaking Alex. Alright, so this is it. So we're gonna try this bike. Here we are. We're gonna try this bike on this road here. We're gonna see how nimble this bike really is. I've been on this road before. That car's gonna mess me up. So I'm just gonna pull it aside, wait for it to clear up. I want to enjoy these turns. All right, I'm gonna hit these turns. Oh, this bike handles well. I'm not pushing it too much, like I said, because of my tires. The tires are new. I mean, they are heated up, but I don't want to wreck this bike right now. Yeah, I knew I was going to catch up to that guy. This bike handles very good. Little stop sign right there. Okay. So this GSX-R 1000R proves it can handle turns like a 600. This thing handles pretty well. Oh, I gotta watch these people here. This thing handles very good. This road here is the closest thing I'm gonna get to a track. Oh, for real, bro. We all come out here, we hit this up. We always come out here. This is a fun little curvy road. Look at this bike, man. This thing handles well. I'm almost scraping knee. Ooh. I don't want to scrape my knees. Alright, so we got a beautiful turn right here. Alright guys, so I'm gonna head south. And Angel's going to explain to you a little bit about how the functions and the controls work and the modes and all that stuff. He's spending more time on this bike than I have, so he knows more. So I'll catch you guys in a bit.
It's pretty nice. So right here, if the thing about this one though that I like is, like, you know, it's straightforward to its own little way, but there's one thing that's not really straightforward that I don't really like. But you got to read the instructions, obviously. Basically, if you want to get to side, you know, you got to hold you gotta hold this at least in for 2 seconds for everything you're doing. 1, 2 to get you on this side. You got display, it shows you the date and time that you can set up, RPM set, you know, like little stuff like that. It tells you how many miles before you gotta get gas. I like that, you know, how many miles. 68 more for me personally, it says. You know, it tells your gauge for Fahrenheit, little stuff like that I like it's just really nice. Now talking about this side, you know, you can if this is a little confusing for me, it can be tricky. It's not hard, it's just tricky. If you want to bring that number down, instead of going down, it's not really going to go down. You got to go up if you want that to go down. And if you want to go to up, you got to go down to go up. And if you want to switch over to the left, you got to hold in mode at least for 2 seconds. 1, 2, and then boom. But this one, you don't got to go up to go down. You just press down and it goes actually down to B. You go down to C, you go up, and then boom, you got A, and then you got 10. Like I said, C mode was good for me at first when I first got it, because like this is my very first 1000 and I wanted to be, you know, safe, you know, just to be safe. But I rode it I rode it enough and I got used to C mode, so I brought it to B mode. From B mode I brought it to A mode, and I brought the torque all the way to 10.
Alright guys, so I am over here at Okahili Park, and this is a beautiful park. So we're gonna do a quick walk around the bike and talk about certain things. Especially we're gonna start off with the color. You see the blue wheels and a gray bike. You'll be like, why blue? Well, the reason why they painted the wheels blue was to accommodate that blue sparkle you see here along this beautiful finish. This bike is like a semi-gloss. Yeah, it is a semi-gloss. It almost looks like a semi-gloss primer. So it does have this big stock exhaust. My opinion, that's huge, but that's one of the first things to go. But so anyhow, this is the bike. That's the quick shifter. It can be adjusted. So I can reduce that less of a travel down. So that's not an issue. It's got the hole for the spools, so you can put it on a spool stand. The grips are comfortable. Let's talk about the levers. The levers are not bad. It is stock levers. I don't expect anything fancy about the levers. You know, these blinkers, as you see, they stick out. I personally don't like blinkers that stick out. I do have low profile blinkers. Hopefully they work and fit here. I can put those on. That's the reflector. But yeah, this is the beautiful GSX-R 1000R. I know Angel earlier in the video said RR. It's not a RR, it's a 1000R. All right, so that's the screen. You can remove these stickers. Those can be removed. Yeah, this is it. This is it, boys. This is the new 2022 GSX-R 1000R. I really like this bike. This bike, in my opinion, is comfortable. Like I said earlier in the videos, for riders like me, it's a great bike. Look how beautiful this thing. Look at the nose on this. That's plain old pure sexiness right there. That is pure sexiness. ABS brakes, as you see, ABS. These beautiful Showa BFF. Ain't that funny? Best friends forever. But this is it. Now, we all know, everybody, when you guys buy new bikes, a lot of people, that's the first thing they remove. That is an eyesore. But the thing about this bike is that if I remove this, you are losing blinkers in the rear. But they make, I was searching around on the website and I found a blinker, a fender delete kit that you can remove this and still have blinkers built in within the kit. So it's pretty good. It's only $200. That's one option. So far, that was the best one I personally liked. But we'll see. We'll talk to Angel, and once we finish with the 600s, we're gonna determine what we're gonna do with this bike. We know we're gonna make videos on it, and what kind of upgrades we're gonna do to this bike. If you already don't know us, we do upgrades on bikes, you know. This one, I'm thinking personally a full Aprakovich exhaust with a GP style slip-on, and removing that rear fender, removing these, making them flat to the surface of the fairing, and possibly these reflectors. So that's a start. Anyhow, guys, if you like this video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. We got more content coming soon, so stay tuned for the next videos that are coming up. They're pretty interesting. Catch you in the next one. Peace out.
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name. Check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change. Possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints. Money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy, think that it was meant to be. Living in a time where disease is on every screen.